Everyone, Philip from BlackBull Market update on Euro USD. Now we are seeing a bit of a slowdown in markets as it is Martin Luther King Day, sorry. So markets tend to be a bit slow, so if you see that, just be aware of your trading and your risk management for today. However, we're seeing some nice patterns popping up here. What kind of caught my eye was I saw a bit of a reversal. Well, it looks like a bit of a reversal here. This is the Euro USD 4-hour time frame. Now I saw this nice sort of kind of looks like a bit of a hiccup here. We saw some candles rejecting, and then we saw the market start to push around with some more rejection candles and starting to move to the upside. Now, looking to our left, we do see it's sitting on a nice sort of support that held previously. We saw it being used as a previous resistance against support over here. So nice little strong level we are currently looking at. Now we also see a bit of Elliott Wave in this market. So the first thing that again caught my eye was this correction wave. You saw a nice 3-wave to the downside, could potentially indicate a further move to the upside again. So breaking this further down, we see a bit of a 3-wave in here. We see them move to the upside. Can't quite see the 3-wave too well, and obviously easy 3-wave spotted in here. If you do look in this side, we can see a nice 3-wave to the downside. So that gives us a nice move to the downside for a double zigzag. So looking at the previous history, trying to figure out what's going on here, we can easily spot a nice little triangle. Right over here we saw our waves A, B, C, D, E over here as well, and then we started to push to the upside. We saw a 3-wave move here starting, so we know potentially looking for that nice sort of ending diagonal move. Obviously E wave ends over here, and then we see the moves to the upside. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice sort of ending diagonal to the upside, indicating that nice strong drop coming back to the start of this previous 4th wave in the market. So this is a previous 4th wave. Obviously that's what we're ending right now on the support. Now looking a little bit further back into history, more Elliott Wave analysis here. We'll zoom out a bit so you guys can see it a bit easier. I'll give a quick count of what I see here. So obviously we can see a nice 5-wave to the upside. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicating our first wave. We see the 3 waves to the downside, second wave, and now we're looking for this internal wave 3 kicking off to see if we have initially finished that. So again, we've got our waves to the upside. We've got waves 1, waves 2, which looks like a nice flat. We can easily see the 3-wave move to the upside in that B wave, and then pushing up further higher for waves 3, 4, and 5 to finish off this internal 3-wave. So we've got 1, 2, and 3 up here. Now pushing down that triangle I mentioned, A, B, C, D, and E, and now starting up with that nice, so this gives us our 4th wave, starting up with that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, finishing off with a 5th wave, coming down A, B, C for that nice, for the final push to the downside, hopefully. B, C. So that's kind of there's a nice complete cycle with all its internal waves. So now what we're expecting to see, hopefully, is starting to see the market start to push the upside to start its new cycle. Now if we look at our supports, we'll go back to the daily. We do see we're not really sitting at any major supports, but again we can see that nice beautiful Elliott wave count, nice and clean to the upside. Easily see the 5-wave counts going to the upside. So like I said, we're not really sitting at any support, so we could potentially see the market drop back down. We had some previous support back here on back in April 2017. We saw it hold over here as a resistance, against some resistance on this side, but nothing too major. So if this market does start to drop further down, we just need to keep in mind of that we could potentially come back down to this 1.1900 mark, a nice big psychological level. So those are kind of the outcomes. We do see the market did hold on this previous consolidation zone, so that kind of gives us a reason for that push to the downside. So we've got a couple of options here. If this Elliott wave does hold out, we can look for nice potential moves, as this could be our turnaround point. Right over here. However, like I mentioned, if it does drop down, look for it to start to come to a stop on that sort of zone where we saw the previous rejections. I always like to use the base of the candles, because we can see, if we use them, we see some resistance here, and then we use the base of the candles, and we can see more touches on this side again. Coming further to the right side, we saw some more resistance, and starting to use this as a support zone for the market to break through and bounce further high. So a couple of options, well, 2 options in my opinion. Look for the push to the downside. If this doesn't hold, if this support over here doesn't hold, if it does, we can look for that new cycle to start further higher and continue our new Elliott wave count. So nice little breakdown, Euro USD, started on the 4-hourly time frame. Stay tuned, trade safe.